Competition is good. It's been there since it's been there since time began. People compete, animals compete, living things compete, non-living things, they all compete. That's normal. And it's a thing of joy to come on top of the competition. It's always a thing of joy to be the winner, especially it's much more fascinating when the underdog wins, like the case of David and Goliath in the Bible. It's much more fascinating when it is like that. It's also, people compete with good, people compete with the bad, people compete with the ugly, people compete with all sorts of things. People compete with themselves, with the other humans, with beasts, with animals. They compete with ideas, they compete with events, they compete with reality, they compete with unreality. They compete with the physical and they compete with the spiritual. It's been there. You can talk volumes. You can write volumes on competition. This has been there and will continue to be there. It's something else when you compete with what you shouldn't compete with. And then it's bizarre for you to win. I'm talking about truth. I'm talking about reality. I'm talking about things that are sacred, things that you shouldn't tamper with. About it. I wrote a poem, or call it a poem, but it's in prose like form, whatever. The title was in 2014. I wrote this poem. The title was Truths Overwhelmed. You are very smart. Truths overwhelmed. Question mark. Truth overwhelmed. You are very smart. Because it's really surprising that someone should stand up to fight against truth. And not just fight against truth, but appear to have won. Appear to win, So, it's something else. That you should fight against truth and win. So you need to be congratulated. You are so smart. You are so smart. You are smarter than yourself. Talking because there's an incident on a personal level. I'm praying for a problem that I found in my family here. Praying for this problem. I pray for my own problem that's private and that's public. I was seriously engaged because I've tried all the human efforts that I could apply. It doesn't seem to be working. We've been to God, been on the public domain. I've spoken, I've written, I've danced, I've drawn, I've sang, I've done all things. I've been to the police, I've been to all places, I've spoken in public, I've spoken in private, I've done all those. That don't seem to be having any head making any. I didn't seem to be making any headway. The more I say these things, the jokier the situation gets. So I went to God. I was praying for these issues to pass me by. And let me show you this. You know, I'm a Catholic. This is the chaplet of the precious blood. I was praying, and then this chaplet broke and the feet of Jesus got broken away from this crucifix. Jesus' feet broke away from the crucifix. Normally, my normal instinct was, this is not strong metal. These alloyed metals that so. But then there must have been a pressure somewhere, something like that, that will break it. It's not been long. I've not had this chaplet for just before it broke. I just had it for just like a month or 2 months. It's not up to a month. It's just like 5 or 6. A month or getting to 2 months like that. It got broken without any physical pressure on it. And you know what? One of the problems in the family that I was praying against was people getting cuts on their legs, people being wounded on their legs. Happened to the first person, the second one, the third, and so on. So I kind of got suspicious and added it as part of my prayers. And the crucifix got its own cut. You know, this is a symbol of Christ's death on the cross. For the Catholics, it's sacred. It's a holy object. But it got cut while I was praying against cuts. You know, for a casual observer, Jesus lost. The cuts won. Look at, I'm praying with this objects against cuts, and the object cut itself. This is caterpillar motion, man. It doesn't care about my beliefs. It doesn't care about what I hold sacred or something like that. That's it. That's a normal thing a casual observer will have in mind. But did you win? Did these courts win? Has truth been overwhelmed? You know, whatever got this cross, whatever got this God is very smart. Very, very smart. I mean, the collection, the committee of friends that joins hands together to put pressure on this cross for this crucifix to lose its feet. You are strong. That committee of friends. that conference of people, of ideas, of plans, of works that was put together, and in synergy they cut this cross. You know what I have to say? I have 3 words, 3 cheers for you. Hip, hip, hip. Hooray! Hip, hip, hip. Hooray! Hip, hip, hip. Hooray! That's what I have for you. Because it is not easy. You know? This is something that I believed in that will work for me. But it wasn't strong enough to work for me. It got caught in the process where I was hoping that it would defend me from the courts. It got caught in the process. My own audacious, the work. You know, the committee of friends that put in place all their works, all the ideas, and all their plans, everything that they did to get this caught. You know, they're stronger. My only problem is I don't know them. I need to see them so that I will just jettison this my chaplet of the precious blood. Jettison the symbols and their reality. And turn around and worship them, you know, because onye hụrụ ebe a na-echi ọzọ gawa ebe a na-arụ agwụ, man. They are stronger. And if you are stronger than God, man, you are God. If you happen to be stronger than God, you are God. If you happen to be stronger than truth, you are truth. If you happen to be stronger than justice, you are justice. If you happen to be stronger than the law, you are the law. And so if they should get together and they could please stand up and show themselves, I'll give them the obeisance. I'll bow down and worship them. It's not easy to have a fight with God and defeat Him. It is not easy to fight God and break His legs. God, who I regarded that He is the ultimate audacity. He is the ultimate dignity. Couldn't even protect His own legs. Wow. And so if you have a hand in this, if you're one of those who joined hands together, like they did in those days, you know, like Ananias and Caiaphas and Herod and Pilate and all the Roman centurions and a community of the Jews, you know, putting hands together to work in synergy for Christ to go up there on the cross. You know, and they also won then, just like the people who put up all the efforts they could muster to get this cross lose its feet. That's why I'm saying kudos to them. That's why I'm telling them, hip, 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 hoorays. Congratulations. You are the winners. You are the ultimate seekers. You've won. And now God is legless. And he should be. After all, he said he's up there in the sky. So he should leave this planet Earth for now. He should leave this place for you to do the thing. So if you happen to be one of those who's so smart, who's so strong, that they got stronger than God, you need to high five yourselves. You need to celebrate, pop champagne, toast yourselves, because you did something that's no one has ever done before. You did what's considered as the impossible. And you know what? It's only God that does the impossible. So congratulate all yourselves on your all of you should congratulate yourselves on your Godship. You did well. As for me, oh, I remember the song of those days. I'll still sing again. You know? Oriridianso eluigwe n'ụwa na-emekọrịta. Chukwu na mmadụ abụrụ otu, ndị nọ n'eluigwe na ndị nọ n'ụwa na-emekọrịta. Jiọma bụrụ otu n'ime mmụọ ọlụ ebube, ọlụ ịtụnanya ya n'ihe omimi. Chineke bụ amamihe n'onwe ya, ịhụnanya ya ebukakwa. Ụmụ mmadụ kelenu Chukwu, donna ekele dịrị gị Chukwu. So Jesus got his own cut because the heaven and the earth, they are in communion. In Igbo land we have a saying, onye hụrụ ka ọgọdọ nwunye di na-ere ọkụ ya chịrị ka ewega nga. So I was crying for the cause, and he got his own cause. Who now is going to console the other? He's going to offer condolences to the other. We are Susan, we are together in this. So, Now we have a new Salvatori de Mundo, and the Salvatori de Mundo are the people who have dethroned the age-long Salvatori de Mundo that we know. Those who have dethroned him. I watched this film some time ago. You become that which you kill, So if you are able to kill God, you are now God's. So congratulations. As for me, as he went this way on the cross, he passed through this on the cross of Calvary so that I will not get there. And because by his stripes I'm healed, because in the family it's over. Yes. Just some simple truths that has been so hard to comprehend by a very intelligent mind, by smart people. That he should go this way so that I can't go it. So I thank him. Thank him so much. He not only solved a problem for me, he also illumined my mind on issues that I might be having some little questions about. That song that they wrote, who wrote that song? On the way to Calvary, all the way to Calvary, he went for me. He went for me. Yeah, he went for me. All the way to Calvary. God, so that I don't get the cut, man. So thank you for defeating God. Thank you for winning him. And for all my other problems, because this is just a symbol of what I'm going through. I am also congratulating all those who have been working that for me to remain in that situation. Because you know what? Yeah. Jesus was in that situation too. And because he was there, I will not be there again. So thank you so much. Goodbye.